Picture this. As the calm of night surrounds you, you're awoken by an unexpected call that sends chills down your spine. You're comfortably nestled in your home, with the only sounds piercing the stillness being the hum of your refrigerator, the occasional tick of an old wall clock, and the gentle rustle of the leaves outside. The peaceful night is sporadically disrupted by the soft rustling of leaves outdoors, creating a soothing symphony of nature's lullaby. Suddenly, the quiet serenity is disrupted by a sharp ringtone that breaks the silence. Startled, you reach out for your phone, the late hour glaring on your digital clock. You clumsily navigate your phone, its glow piercing the darkness. An unfamiliar number flashes ominously on your screen, creating a moment of hesitation. The call is unexpected, its timing odd, and a feeling of unease washes over you. With your heart racing and hands shaking, you answer the call, only to be surprised by a familiar voice on the other end. A voice that once filled your house with laughter and warmth. A voice that now belongs to someone who is no longer with us. You freeze, disbelief washing over you. Could it be a cruel joke or a strange dream? Yet the voice is clear and unmistakably real. Dear listeners, this is not a fabrication, but a terrifying experience reported by a growing number of people. In the world of the supernatural, such incidents are not unheard of. Many people claim to have received calls from the deceased, as clear and distinguishable as if they were just in the next room. These occurrences, as unbelievable as they may seem, are happening more, leading to unsettling questions about life and death. Take Charles E. Peck, for example, a man who, despite dying in a tragic train accident in 2008, made 35 calls to his loved ones after his death. His story is not unique, but rather part of a larger, disturbing pattern. This situation combines the progression of modern technology with the mysteries of the supernatural, creating a spine-chilling blend of the familiar and the unknown. As technology continues to advance, so too do the ways in which the deceased seemingly interact with the living. Are these simply technological malfunctions or something deeper and unexplainable? Could it be possible that our loved ones are reaching out to us, trying to communicate in a way we can't? Or maybe our deep-seated longing for connection triggers these events, a desire to maintain a bond with those we've lost, a bond that defies nature. Regardless of the reasons, these stories continue to weave themselves into our modern folklore, each tale more unsettling than the last. From mysterious phone calls to enigmatic social media messages, instances of communication from beyond the grave are more common than we think. They challenge our understanding of reality, force us to question the boundaries of life and death, and leave us pondering the mysteries of the afterlife. As unsettling as these stories may be, they represent just a small portion of the larger mystery. The secrets of life after death remain largely unexplored, hidden within the shadows of our comprehension. So the next time your phone rings in the middle of the night, will you dare to answer? Fade? Imagine hearing your grandmother's voice on the other hand of the line, even though she passed away years ago. It's a chilling concept to comprehend, isn't it? Yet, it's a reality that some people claim to have experienced, a phenomenon that has startled and comforted many in equal measure across the globe. Let's delve deeper into these remarkable stories, shedding light on the emotional whirlwind these calls from the afterlife provoke. Consider the tale of a woman named Sarah, hailing from a small town in Idaho. One day, like any other ordinary day, she was sifting through her emails when her phone beeped. It was a voicemail notification. The moment she pressed the play button, she felt a chill run down her spine. The message was from her late husband, his voice unmistakable, the timbre of his voice cutting through the silence of the room. The timestamp was eerily exact, down to the very minute of his death. His words were comforting, a final, "I love you." But the event left Sarah rattled. She oscillated between solace and fear, between relief and disbelief. She was comforted by his last message, but unnerved by the eerie timing. Then there's the story of David, a widower residing in the outskirts of Manchester. One rainy evening, his phone rang. The call was placed from a number that was etched into his heart, his father's old number. A number that had been deactivated for years, the same number that his father used to call him from every Sunday evening without fail. His father's voice echoed through the line, a voice he hadn't heard in 8 long years, a voice reminding David to look after his ailing mother. The message was heartfelt, filled with the warmth of a father's love. But the circumstances? They were eerie, unsettling, a chill that lingered long after the call had ended. These tales of Sarah and David are just the tip of the iceberg. There are numerous stories that have surfaced over the years, painting a picture of a phenomenon that defies logic and understanding. They evoke a range of emotions, from comfort to fear, from solace to distress. Some find solace in hearing their loved ones' voices one last time, a closure they never got. Others are left in a state of disquiet, their peace shattered by the inexplicable call. These voices from beyond the veil, whether comforting or terrifying, leave a lasting imprint. They stir up emotions, raising questions about life, death, and everything in between. They challenge our understanding of the world as we know it, pushing the boundaries of what we consider possible. These testimonials, whether you choose to believe them or not, are a testament to the enduring bonds of love and to the mysteries that life presents us with. They serve as a reminder that sometimes, the most comforting or terrifying things are those that we don't fully understand. Imagine hearing your grandmother's voice on the other end of the line, even though she passed away years ago. Chilling, isn't it? These voices from beyond, whether comforting or terrifying, leave a lasting imprint. So, what do we make of these calls from the afterlife? The question looms in the air, promising to take us through a journey of the unexplainable, the supernatural, and perhaps even the horrifying. We've all heard stories at some point. Tales shared in hushed whispers around campfires, tales that send chills down our spines, leaving us unnerved and cautious of supposed phone calls from the dead. The anecdotes are many, each more unsettling than the last. Voices that shouldn't exist, voices that have been silenced by death, and yet somehow find a way to reach out to the living. It's hard to dismiss these voices as mere pranks or crossed wires when they carry the familiar timbre of a lost loved one. The personal notes, intimate details that are too unique to be impersonated. Each tale paints a picture of an eerie incident, a phone call that defies rational explanation, tugging at our innate human curiosity and fear of the unknown. Those who gravitate towards all things eerie and otherworldly, the supernatural enthusiasts, offer their own hypothesis to explain these phenomena. They speak of a thin veil, a barely perceptible boundary between our world and the next. According to their speculations, these calls might be desperate attempts at communication from the spirits of those we've lost, an ethereal SOS of sorts, reaching out from the afterlife. But the voices of skeptics also echo in this debate, providing a counterpoint to these supernatural theories. Could these incidents be psychological phenomena rather than paranormal? Could our minds, in the throes of grief and longing, fabricate voices of the departed, turning imagination into reality? Moreover, skeptics point to the mundane, the technical glitches that are so common in our increasingly digital world. Could crossed wires and electronic mimic the eerie precision of a ghostly call? They draw attention to how technology, with its complexity and unpredictability, could possibly stir up our innate fear of the supernatural. Despite these explanations, rational or otherwise, none have been definitively proven. The phenomena persist, and the debate rages on. Science versus superstition, reality versus fantasy, the seen versus the unseen. Every new incident adds another layer of intrigue, another piece to a puzzle that refuses to be solved. These calls, whether they turn out to be the result of chilling coincidence or genuine messages from beyond, stand as a testament to the mysteries that surround us. They challenge our understanding of life-death, of the natural and the supernatural, pushing us to question and explore the limits of our knowledge. And while we continue to grapple with these unsolved mysteries, one unnerving question remains. Amid the silence of the night, when the world is asleep and the phone rings, we can't help but wonder, who might be on the other end of the line the next time the phone rings in the dead of night? Who indeed will call from the afterlife?